Good after morning, mein Liebchens. That's German for mein Liebchens. I hope you guys are well. It is Wednesday, my dudes, which means it's time to find out what's happening here on the Evetech YouTube channel. And, well, specials video and top 10 and all of that sort of stuff will come. We have just introduced a new reviewer onto the channel, Jacqie. Go check out his first review. His second will be out tomorrow. So do look out for that. He's done the Wave 3 with a full test and everything of the live mic. And it's looking quite the perler. But now, onwards onto the Evetech store and the specials and everything that's happening currently. So, primarily, I've been told I'm going to be getting one of these, which is going to be disgusting. The stock is on the way, as far as I'm aware, and yeah, we're looking at a 120Hz 49-inch panel. I don't actually have a graphics card to drive this, so Papa MSI on the ASUS, if you're looking, I would be very appreciative. That's a lot of resolution. My little 27U Super is already crying. But what's not to cry about is you can get a free copy of Rainbow 6 Extraction. Go check out MSI and Evetech. I believe this is on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. So go check them out there, and then you'll be able to get yourself a free copy of Rainbow 6 Extraction. But now on to the top 10 at number 10, Marvo GG64. It's hip, it's happening, it's all the good things. It's basically a PS4 controller carbon copy end to end for 399 Rand. Plus, you can also emulate it via Bluetooth. So if you have got a Bluetooth connection to your PC, you can actually emulate this, and it'll come through then as a normal PS4 controller, and then you can connect it to your Steam, and then you can play all of those like ports and stuff properly. And obviously, if you have a PS4, it literally works one for one. There is a full review with your boy, obviously, complete with like extra faceness. At number 9, it's a 512 SSD for 899. Sean, I'm looking at you because I'm going to mention it again. My first SSD was 1,400 Rand for 120 gig. Always hurts me when you come down the line. But what's not hurting is that 5-year warranty, because it's less than 200 Rand per year. It's like 180 bucks per year. Basically, it works out to quick math at 900 Rand, which is quite nice, I got to say. 180 bucks a year for an SSD these days is quite healthy. So you've got an old laptop that's like Granny Beryl going to the corner for her weekly shop. It's so slow. Pop one of these in. It's going to put some spring in that step. At number 8, it's a Xeon E120R. Quite a nice cooler. It's now got a 2-year local warranty on it as well, which is absolute perler at 899. Less than $1,000 to get some water cooling. And if you compare this to like a standard air cooler like a Antec A400 or something like that, like a tower cooler, this is going to be just that much better. I did a push-pull setup on this, 5600X, 61 degrees maximum. Does work and treat. At number 7, it's RTAX55 goodness from Uncle ASUS, or Auntie ASUS, actually, as I've mentioned earlier. But Wi-Fi 6 total bandwidth is 1800. You're going to get 1200 on the 5 gigahertz and 574, I believe. They do have the exact for the 2.4 as well. So older devices will still get some pretty good support. If you've got like TVs and stuff that you want to stream to, nicely, phones that have high bandwidth, good Wi-Fi, this is going to be right up your alley. 3-year warranty as well, because ASUS life. ASUS networking as well, the internals and the usage of this is the best across industry. That's why they've won PC Breeders' Choice Award, I think 8 years in a row, something stupid like that. Number 6 this week belongs to the Hermes E3. It's a pretty cool little keyboard, blue switches, which I'm not the biggest fan of personally, but a lot of people do like that clacky tactile feedback. The main thing here is, for this money, everything is on board. You do not need any software. Every function in, well, it's got like 19 different functions on board. N-key rollover as well, and anti-ghosting, which is nice, so you can press as many of those as you need to. The LED adjustment, everything, like I say, literally everything is done on the keyboard. Have a look at the review if you need it a little bit more convincing, but if you're looking for just a really good bang for buck, 60% mechanical, look no further than the Gamdias Hermes E3. And number 5 is the cheapest way to go, 144 Hz, but even more better than that at 165 Hz, 1080p goodness, 1 millisecond response time, 3-year advanced panel warranty, and a periscope neck, which is kind of nice to have. Slight curve on this as well, which I'm a little bit on the fence about. I don't know how well it's going to transfer on the 24. I've got the 27, the S2721 HGF. Yeah, that's HGF. The DGFA is the VA1440p flat version. they like to play with my emotions by flick-flacking with curved or not, but everything else spec-wise on this machine is really good. The default ports and stuff, 2 HDMIs, and then an audio pass-through jack as well, which is always nice to have. VESA mount compatible, it should be the default 100x100, so it's got basically everything you need. Even a tilt in the neck, and with the periscope it means you're going to be able to get like really comfortable with it. You're obviously going to have to rotate the base to actually rotate the screen, and with the curve it can be a little bit, well, difficult to get it straight on and feeling natural if you aren't used to it. Just ahead of that at number 4, it's the LG that we had at number 1. There's been a couple of updates to GPUs and one sick upgrade kit, which is why it's dropped 3 places, but this is still really competitive. Well, it's more than competitive. At the money, there isn't a panel with the specification that's even comparable. The price as well, it's sick. The only thing here is a 2-year local warranty. I wish it was a 3. I really do. LG, please, bros, because this thing is sick. It's part of their new Ultra Gear series. I really like the red accents and stuff. It's so LG. The VESA mount once again on the back, so if you've got a desk arm, you don't really need the stand. The money you're saving on the panel, you can just get one of those. And like I said, this is 1440p VA goodness, true 1 millisecond response time as well, from what I understand. So it should be pretty damn good with 165 Hz 1440p. It's probably gonna look disgusting. It's got HDR10, we don't really care about that, right? sRGB of 95% is high enough. There was some contrast, your colors and stuff are gonna pop hard. And in the first podium spot, it's this 11600 upgrade kit. Mid-range Intel right now is extremely aggressive price versus performance, and this is a keen example of that. For 8,500 Rand, you're getting a B560 board that can now do the RAM upgrades and speed. Before they were capped at 2666 or 2933 native, if I'm not mistaken, on B460 and the older board. So B560 can now do that. It's got a Wi-Fi as well, because it's a Tough Plus Wi-Fi board. So you're going to get Wi-Fi 6, if I believe correctly, with this edition. At worst, it'll have Wi-Fi 5 and AC Wi-Fi up to 1200 at worst case scenario. So you probably don't even need like a LAN card anymore. I know wireless, I know, but really these days it's pretty lossless. 11600 is 6-core 12 thread 65 watt TDP chip. It literally creates almost no heat, so slapping a 240mm cooler on it is like ridiculous. You'll never hear your PC. You can render and it will probably like bump the fans up to maybe like 40-50%. You really wouldn't need to like have a lot of fan curve on that. Max Turbo is 4.8, really good as well. These 11th gen 6 cores are sublime. They run really nicely, and with decent cooling, never mind a 240mm, like that's made for like 150 watts. So yeah, it should be damn good. 8,500 for that. You can literally take any GPU, I would say within reason, up to like 3070 Ti, 3080, and you're not really going to have any bottlenecks. If you're going into the extreme high end though, this is you're probably going to want a little bit more of a base platform. But for the 2 products ahead of that, which are kind of sharing number 1 and number 2, for this sort of graphics card, it's a match made in heaven. This is number 2 at the moment, just because I've put the 6600 XT at number 1. Both of these GPUs right now, their price points are practically unbeatable. These are the new Toyota Taz's of the GPU world. It used to be the 1066 gig. Now that's needs to go on towards greener pastures. It can't really do 60 FPS even on loaded medium with AAA titles anymore. It is starting to struggle. Enter 6600 XT. This is faster than my 2070 Super and costs like 3 grand less compared to what homies are selling for on Carbonite right now. I don't understand why people outside of mining, people that are buying for desktop cards, are paying that sort of price when something like this is available, brand new, out the box, never mind on 3-year local warranty. XFX is also managed directly by AMD, if you didn't know that. So the build quality and everything is quite stringent, and the wattage and power delivery, everything I've come to experience on these cards, because I did the 308 Merc edition, everything I've experienced so far with the XFX has been great. I've had a number of homies buy them. Absolutely no problems. It's fire and forget stuff. Performance on 1080p, max out whatever you want, and 60 FPS quite comfortably. Anywho, that is me for this week. I am finishing up the MSI GS66 Stealth for Friday. As I said, our boy Jacqie's second review is going to come out tomorrow on the Wave 3 mic, so do look out for that. Quite a nice thing to have, especially in, you know, the work from home environment. If you want something a little premium for your voice so people can hear your eloquence, then that's going to be obviously right up your alley. There's a lot more stuff coming on Turbo Tortoise Tech. We just got the new test bench. I haven't even spoken about that yet on the channel, so I'm going to show you the new Z690 platform and everything that I'm going to be using for testing as we go further down the rabbit hole. Anywho, until next time, hope you guys stay safe, keep well, and I will see you on the flip side. Good after morning.